am the broker of Happy Valley Realty Group, and we have a really fun podcast today. We are going to mention later, or now, I'm not sure, that it's National Pickleball Day. So we have Mike here to talk about that. And then we have Dave Blood with Fame, which is in Holyoke, and we have Bill here with cdeVision, who does all kinds of web stuff and really cool things, and we're going to go into each one of them. But most importantly, we're going to focus on the drinks. And you have a really fun tiki night coming up. I think it's August 16th.
It is August 16th.
Okay.
It starts at 7 o'clock. It'll be going until about 1 o'clock. We'll have some lots of decorations, lots of rum-based drinks, and food. We'll be doing kind of a Polynesian-esque kind of pop-up, I think. So.
Amazing. Okay. And so because this is our great starter, Dave's kind enough to make us cocktails, and you're going to make us on-camera pina colada, and then we're going to have cocktails, and we're going to talk, and it's Friday, and it's just a good day to be out and like do this kind of silly stuff. So, all right. Teach us how to make a pina colada.
Okay, well, first we're making the variation.
Okay, we're making a variation.
In case
yes.
you're...
I'm allergic to pineapple, so he's making a variation for me, which is actually very thoughtful and kind. So, and one thing while Dave's making this stuff is that I wanted to mention that I thought was really interesting and important because, as we all know, hours and days have changed so much with people's schedules, especially business owners, in bars and pretty much everywhere, is that one thing I really appreciated that I saw is that you are open till midnight Friday and Saturday.
We are.
I'm not usually up, but I really appreciate that you are.
Not the kitchen. The kitchen closes at 10. But
okay. But that's huge because you can't go anywhere anymore.
You're right.
And have a drink if you want to go out or meet friends, or it just runs over. Everything is done. Everything kind of caps out around like 9:30. Right. We're all old and kind of just not having.
You can be old and be out.
Yeah, you can be old.
Okay, good, thank you. All right.
I don't know how loud this is.
Okay, that's gonna be right. Okay.
Pretty close to so this is just coconut milk and coconut cream.
Beautiful.
And rum, and then there's a little float of Di Serono or any amarettos.
Oh.
That's how you make a pina colada.
Also allergic to almonds.
Oh, well, you're not getting any of that.
Okay.
How about cherries?
No, cherries are fine. Cherries are great, but I'm really sorry. Nuts.
I'll make the other
do you want me
two.
to keep going? I can keep telling you all the weird drinks. I'm sorry, I didn't even know, but what a great twist to add.
2 cherries.
Okay, so there's no floater in mine.
No floater in
Okay, cool. Thank you. This does not look big enough.
Well,
And I.
it would be bigger if it had the other stuff in it. But,
Hello.
so these other ones.
Wah, wah. So.
You can have a drink. You can have a drink.
I know, you're like.
Your allergies.
Yeah, thank you. I know, I'll blame my genetics, but is the word I wanted to get a big old cocktail this big because I am accused, and it is completely 100% true, of using the word way too much on camera and probably in real life and probably with just everyone in my circle and all my clients. And I wanted to make that a fun drinking game, and every time I said the word I was gonna drink, but I have a shot glass, so this is gonna go quick. But we're gonna have a lot of fun, and a couple things to bring up while Dave's doing this. This is Dave Blood, the owner, correct?
Yes.
Yes, owner.
One of the owners.
One of
Co-owner.
co-owner. Who's let's give him credit.
Mar Brito, my husband.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is a family thing. I love that. Okay. And you're located at 386 Dwight Street in Holyoke,
That's
which
correct.
is a fantastic location.
Right in downtown.
Yeah, really cool. I actually had an apartment in college right there, so great spot. And here we go. Do you want to dance?
Bill's going to be the best.
Bill's gonna dance.
I haven't even had a cocktail yet.
I know, but this is really fun. And we're standing up because we want to show support to Dave and stand up with him because he's doing all the important things. And those are getting babyish too. He's gonna cap
I
them
didn't
off.
bring the whole bar.
Can you tell
It's a
it's
different
Friday,
podcast.
like late afternoon, and we're all done for the day, or maybe it's just me. Shit, I did it. Shoot.
This was the demo.
Okay, I did it. I drank. All right. All right. We have a lot of events coming up. I kind of studied your stuff. I am very, very excited about the idea that you're doing a tiki night, which we kind of brushed on. Sorry. It's gonna happen a
We're
lot.
gonna need more.
I have like a coconut milk mustache too.
We do have a lot of other cocktails that don't have any almond or pineapple in them too. So
I saw that. You have wine, you have beer, you have cocktails, you have a really great whiskey selection if you like whiskey. Oh, cheers. Wait, we're...
Well, we gotta all do it at once.
Yeah.
Wait, gotta pour in
Oh, are we doing a picture?
there. Are we getting it all at once?
Sure.
Yeah.
There
Here we go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers
Thanks,
to our
everyone.
unhappy hour happy hour. And also to Jackson, who's
that's
filming
really
right
good.
now with eMedia. This is actually
This is really
delicious.
good.
I didn't even have a minute to say that. Welcome back to Let's Put the Happy Back in Hour. My name is Crystal Kane. We are going to start with the fabulous Dave Blood, co-owner of Fame with his beautiful husband, who is Brazilian, and just made us an amazing cocktail. And I love that these are real ingredients. I can tell the difference, big time, not sugar. And I wanted to see if you'd tell us a little bit more about your Holyoke-based business. And I also, just to touch on a couple things, the reason I was actually blown away by the variety of foods that you have in all kinds of ethnicities, and that you also offered vegan options. So if you want to talk about anything, and your cocktail list, and your wine, and your beer, and everything is amazing. So please talk about it.
Sure. So we started Fame in 2023, January. So we're going to be finishing up our third year.
Phenomenal.
And the concept was basically we wanted to take little pieces of all the places that we loved, all the food that we loved from different places we've traveled, things that we like to make ourselves. Mara's from Brazil, so there's a lot of influences there. I think our favorite food is probably Mexican food, but so we do a lot of Latin American food. But our one of our cooks is of Peruvian descent, so there's a lot of Peruvian stuff that makes its way in there.
That makes sense.
And they all have their own unique flavor. Obviously, Holyoke has a really bustling Puerto Rican community, so that we're learning a lot of Puerto Rican food as well there. So we're adding things to the menu and trying to keep it fresh and trying to keep it relevant. Give the people what they want.
Well,
give the people what we want.
well, and something from as simple as your twists on burgers all the way to, I saw immediately that you had yucca fries. Is that correct?
Fries, yeah, those are
and
pretty popular.
and plantains.
And they're all hand cut, and they take forever to make.
Oh my gosh!
But they also stay crisp forever.
That is really meaningful. And so the question I have for you is the word Fame. Where did that come from?
Oh, it's a kind of an interesting story. So we had, Maro and I lived in San Francisco for a long time. That's where we met.
Neat.
And moved out here in 2018.
Okay.
We had a little backyard, and we started growing things. And somewhere along the line, someone called it our famous farm. And we started a little tiny hustle catering gig out there. We called it David Maro's Famous Farm.
You heard it here.
Fast forward to Holyoke, we got involved with Gateway City Arts kind of immediately when we were here,
Awesome.
and ended up after COVID taking over the lunch spot, and we called it the Famous Cafe. So that name's just kind of stuck.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
We were trying to come up with what the name would be of this restaurant once we did that, and we just landed on Fame. And it's kind of obnoxious. It's kind of
It's in between the Volleyball Hall of Fame and the Basketball Hall
it's
of Fame.
next, right. So you got search engine optimization there. People looking for those things will come up.
See how I'm slipping the internet stuff.
I haven't done their website
I haven't even
yet.
Bill
introduced
didn't-
him
Bill
yet.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them. And I haven't done their website yet. I just eat there.
So I have a question for you. First of all, I'm just so. Do you want to talk about where you source any of your food? Is it you mentioned that some of the people you brought in are Brazil, from your husband, and one of the cooks is Peruvian.
I mean, you're
beautiful.
talking more sourcing recipes, I think.
Yeah, or do you source some foods locally? Whatever you can.
There's actually a great Brazilian market in Chicopee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In Chicopee Center.
That's awesome.
I wish I remembered the name of them, but
We can Google it. We'll find out.
If you're looking for all the sort of staples,
Yeah.
Calabrese is all the stuff for making feijoada, all the stuff for making the pão de queijo. It's the cheese bread that we make is also really popular.
So good.
Also gluten-free.
Really?
So
So not only do you add, excuse me, you offer vegan, but you also offer gluten-free. I can't talk; it's the drink.
and we run to excuse me, we run to Key Foods in Holyoke. They have a lot of ingredients you're not going to see at other places. So
You're keeping
there's
in
a really
Holyoke.
good local, interesting kind of places you can get source some of those things.
And I believe that my sister's from Holyoke. People from Holyoke really, really want it to thrive and be a happy place. And I love that I have kind of two people here today, Dave and Bill representing Holyoke, which I think is really important. It's just a part of the show, but I think anywhere that business can thrive that maybe hasn't in the past or has a kind of an up and down history, because at one point Holyoke was kind of the thriving town, right? I think what you're doing in bringing back culture and community and restaurant and food, and I mean that all brings people together anyways, but and then your cocktails and stuff, and then hosting. Your Facebook page is awesome. It is filled with really fun, really interesting themed themed nights, themed days. You have brunches, you offer everything. And I know you have the upcoming tiki event, which you mentioned was kind of a Polynesian flair, which is really fun.
Right.
So you guys have been probably having a lot of fun dipping into that.
Yeah, we're playing with recipes right now, figuring out what we're going to do for that. It's kind of a one-day thing, so
Yeah.
But we're going to have the kitchen is actually going to be outside. It's going to be almost like
Ooh.
we're creating kind of a food truck experience out on our patio, which we have a great patio.
Oh,
So-
thank you, because it's really hard. I was actually discussing with my girlfriends earlier, where can we eat outside tonight? And there's only a few places. So
eat at
thank you.
Fame.
We can eat at Fame. Thank you. That actually is huge.
They're really accommodating for big crowds. Like I've brought 20 people in there before,
Really?
and they're moving chairs and tables, and we're all on the deck.
Okay.
It's like they're really accommodating.
It's a pretty big
Yeah,
space.
it's a
You can
good
get-
spa- it's
you
a
can
big
get lot of
space
people,
inside
even
and
when it's-
out.
Even when it's crowded, you can still.
Mike, have you been there?
I haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there yet either, and now I'm like immediately want to drive from here straight
Yeah.
to there.
Same.
It's fun. It's
yeah,
really fun.
Yeah, you've mentioned it. I know you did,
Yeah.
and then when you told me about Dave, I'm just super excited. And then you brought drinks, so now we're besties. And
We have a good work neighborhood. And
Yeah.
The work neighborhood down there is really good. Like, so it's very open, sharing. Everybody knows each other. Very welcoming. Like I was just eating lunch there today, and I met two people I've never met before, and they're coming to two events that I'm organizing. So I was
Seriously?
like, yeah, it's
Where-
like it's great stuff.
oh my gosh, that doesn't happen enough. People don't talk
No,
to
it's
each other
very.
enough.
This is what the little neighborhood is about.
That's what's
It's
happening
really
there between Armour Yard and Fame and the events they're doing over at De La Luz, which was Gateway City.
Was
Arts.
the old Gateway City Arts. Yeah.
Okay. So for people who don't know Holyoke as well as you do you want to get? I know you mentioned. So kind of, I have it as Dwight Street, but if you want to explain more places to kind of look for that's right there that they might want to visit.
Yeah, actually, I think a lot of the people who are down in that area, people who've been there much longer than I have, the goal has always been to try and draw people to the area where the canals are. They
Yeah.
redid
Yeah.
sections of it, and it's
Yeah.
just stunning. It's
Yeah.
beautiful down there.
Yeah, it's really
really
nice.
nice.
There's not, it hasn't quite hit that critical mass of enough different things to do. One of the big things that's happening, Cornucopia is moving.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, yes.
They're gonna be
Yeah,
right
right across
the
next door to
patio
them.
from us.
Huge.
So I'm excited to just be able to walk across when I need a couple of lines.
We're
of
already
squash or
friends with
something.
them.
Yeah.
Like we'll get them to come in here.
Oh,
Talk
that
about
makes me
yeah.
really happy because
Yeah.
I've been going there, I think, since, my dad was a jeweler in Northampton for 40 years, so I think I've been going there when he needed something as a kid all the way up until now when I need, it's like a baby Whole Foods, the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really excited to have them. They're
Oh,
super nice
this is
people.
so
And great
Cool.
people.
Yes,
the
they're
owners
great.
And the staff that we've met so far.
Yeah.
They're doing the build out now, so.
That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
That was a big thing when they announced that they were leaving Thorns in
Yeah.
Northampton, and everyone was like, what? They're an institution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly.
We
That's-
were really excited when they came.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
and
like,
then
wow.
I didn't hear that at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great for you guys.
Their manager is from Holyoke, and that was the first 2 places they looked at were pretty much in the parking lot of Fame. So it's going to be a great, even better. We're welcome in the neighborhood. It's like another great thing to have down there.
I love this, and I love it from a real estate perspective too. That you're bringing some attention to Holyoke, which just is in general sometimes overlooked when people come to this area, and they don't realize the municipalities are a lot cheaper. Now you're talking about the community. That makes me like warm and fuzzy.
Oh yeah, it's getting
really
even better.
happy.
It's getting even better because where this is located is the Arts and Innovation District of Holyoke.
Yep.
And now the second Puerto Rican cultural district in the country was just started in Holyoke.
Really?
And now we're bridging those 2 communities together. And it's really been a fun summer already with this. There's a place I'll talk about later, the Armor Yard.
Please.
It's a Monday night. It's a Monday night event that I run.
Okay.
And it's a beer garden, food truck night, and it's pretty much in the middle of everything, from Race and Main Street. So the goal is to bridge the 2 communities together, and it's already been working this summer. It's been a great summer so far. Every Monday night, 5 to 8, Race Street, and Main Street's in Holyoke. It's a great event. It's really a hive, like, for creativity and thinking.
Yeah.
Everybody comes, everybody meets new friends. We just had Cornucopia there. They met a bunch of people from Holyoke. They had a great time. It's a blast, so yeah, come down to that too.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning
Yeah.
it. And I was going to ask you, and I guess I can put this out to you, Dave, but I think, Bill, you can answer too.
Sorry.
And maybe, no, please. And Mike, maybe you as well. I mean, you guys run the show. I'm just sitting here drinking. You mentioned your events, a couple past events that you might want to tap on that, anything that comes to mind that really blew your mind?
Sure. Like the biggest event that we've done so far annually, we did the second one just at the end of June, was the Holyoke Pride after party. So
Because
Pride,
you're open late.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
we're open late. We had the parking lot closed off. The landlords are fantastic. They're just-
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me happy.
And it was
I
a
like good,
collaboration
nice
with
landlords.
the Pride Committee. Holyoke Pride Committee puts on the event in the parking lot right outside of it. But
Nice.
it's closed off. It is a ticketed event, and it's 21 plus because it is the after party.
That's
But
understandable.
it was big DJ setup outside, disco ball, and massive sound system. And then inside we've got another DJ, and we've got the bar inside. They have bars outside and food trucks and a couple of vendors in the space. So
This
it was
also-
probably, what, 400?
Oh my
It
goodness.
was Pride's becoming pretty big in Holyoke. It's not quite St. Patrick's Day yet, but it's got a lot of attention this year, especially.
Yeah, it seems like it's St. Patrick's Day, fabulous.
Yeah,
Everybody loves it.
yeah, of
I've always
course,
been
yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, they're famous for it, and the road racing.
Yeah, Fiesta Patronales is the one that just happened. That's
That
the
was
Puerto
this
Rican.
last weekend. So
And
it's
they
a
had
4-day festival.
Yeah, they had a record number of 20,000 people there.
This is huge.
Yeah.
It's packed. They
was
close off Dwight Street between High
Yeah.
and Race.
Yeah, it was literally like the second biggest event of Holyoke St. Patrick's Day Parade.
This is huge.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing what's going on.
And I think for anybody who's listening or watching this, I just want to point out that Northampton has always been kind of what people thought of, even only because of real estate and doing this for so long, of why people are moving. They often associate Northampton and being a very friendly gay community. And the fact that you're mentioning that Holyoke now has these beautiful open arms actually makes my heart really happy. And now people have another place that maybe even is more affordable for them. They can bring their business, things like that, because different areas are more, Northampton tends to be pretty expensive. Holyoke, you might be able to get a little bit better, lead in if you're traveling from another state. And you're welcomed in Western Massachusetts. You are
It's really
welcome.
close. It's close to Easthampton.
We want
It's
you
close to-
here.
It's right on 90. It's
Yeah.
right on 90.
Yeah, it's very
You
close.
It's a
can
great
get to the
location.
Pike, yeah.
Couldn't be a better
But so
location.
many people are moving out of state for years now, and I've had a lot of clients who specifically have chosen Northampton because they thought that was maybe the only community that they would feel comfortable in, which is upsetting, but also why they told me that they were coming. So I like the idea that now we're spreading even more joy in other places, and that it's welcomed and it's kind and it's
The other
it's
thing about
lovely.
Holyoke, I think it's in some ways still because there's so many old factories there that do need some work, but
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people are willing, to work with you. Like,
Yeah.
we couldn't have opened it without the support of a whole bunch of people
Yeah.
down there, or the people who came before us and built things out. But it's really kind of a blank canvas still in a lot of those spaces. So
Yeah, the
We've
Office
been
of
there.
Planning and Economic Development that's run by Aaron Vega, they're like phenomenal. Like they're phenomenal people, and they are such
very accessible, very
yes,
easy to work with.
yes.
Yeah.
And they're at and Aaron's at every event.
Oh, I love that.
And he just really brings all his. He worked as a state rep for Holyoke for a while, but he brings all that knowledge to the OPD, and they're very supportive, and they get lots of grants, and it's really changed the last few years. Like since COVID, we lost a little bit of ground on COVID because it was really hopping before then.
Yeah.
But now things are more solid.
No,
and
it feels like your trajectory is
yeah.
really
Well,
positive.
I think a lot of people are also like looking for community after like
Thank
the
you.
COVID
Yes,
experience,
yes,
like
thank
being
you.
so isolating.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. I think you were seeing it in lots of different places, like the kind of development that you guys are experiencing in Holyoke, like the pickleball stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
all
we're gonna get to
different ways
pickleball.
that
Yeah,
people- No, it's
No,
true.
I mean, I'm not trying to like bring it
No,
around
no,
to
please
that.
do,
But
please
what I'm
do,
saying is
yeah.
like, people are looking for community in all kinds of ways, and it's this time, like this moment in history, is just like ripe for it.
And I think it's all ages, all types of people, anybody right now who just wants to get out and engage exactly what you're saying. And I want to say thank you for having something on a Monday, because everything is closed on Mondays, and the fact that you have this like kind of fun party on a Monday.
Sorry, we're closed.
Yeah, they're closed on
I
Monday.
know you're closed on. You're open Wednesday through Saturday,
Wednesday through Saturday.
and Friday and Saturday you're open till midnight. But your kitchen closes at 10.
Correct.
Okay, and just really quickly, and then
Oh, the Monday
Thursday,
Armor
Friday.
Yard. Sorry.
that's what I was.
sorry,
that was what
sorry.
I was referring to.
Sorry.
Keep
Yes, Monday Armor Yard.
Did you put a little extra in there
no,
for
I
him?
only had a sip or two so far.
So quick, and maybe anybody who wants to bounce in, this is just me being silly, is that any event that you, or crazy idea that anybody's brought to you or you've thought of, like a theme night or something that you're like, maybe we will, or maybe, anything.
We've been approached by a lot of different people wanting to put on certain events. We won't get into too many specifics.
Okay,
But being like
yeah.
a queer forward space.
Yeah, yeah. Or
There
any
was
space,
there was
yeah.
a queer speed dating event that we put on one time. That
So
was,
fun.
That was fun, and then it turned
Yeah.
into a dance party. Everything
Okay.
turns into a dance party.
Yeah. Is there a problem with that?
No.
If you saw me there dancing, there would be a problem. But it sounds like you guys
I
can
don't-
do it.
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
No, I'm Elaine from Seinfeld.
Well, I was going to say that.
Yeah,
but-
you knew I was, like,
Yeah, I
just by
kinda
knowing
guessed.
me.
I kinda guessed a little bit.
Thank you. That's like
Sorry,
really.
we might need to talk because there's our planning committee has been talking about a glow pickleball like nighttime
Yes.
event
Oh, cool.
/ dance party / art auction, which
This is.
sounds like you
Sounds
might
like
have
it's
the
right up
parking
our
lot.
alley.
Right
They have the best spot for any event. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering, is if you had any kind of, while anybody, but now we just made this work, so this is
We'll talk.
beautiful. Yeah, I love themed parties. I think they bring out the best in people, and you also have I'm blanking on the name, but the company that does the haunted stuff in Holyoke.
Oh, Demented FX.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that is the scariest. It's fun though.
It's so scary.
It's so scary.
It's so scary. And then, but they, I know people loved like scary themed stuff too. And
Yeah,
it's,
we go pretty big for Halloween.
You
There's
do?
always a big Halloween party.
Okay.
There's always a big
Nice.
New Year's Eve party.
You guys rock.
It's just,
Literally.
The biggest night of your week is karaoke, right?
every Thursday.
You have
night.
karaoke too?
Yeah.
Every Thursday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna give
once a month we have drag karaoke that's hosted by Serenity Lockhart.
that.
She
It's
was there
super
last
fun.
night. It was packed. It was great.
I went for my birthday a couple years ago, and I had like the best time ever. It's a blast. Okay, so now we have 2 events in Holyoke that we're just going to quickly remind everybody of. Monday night.
At Armour Yard, and that's on Race and Main Streets
Okay.
from 5 to 8, and it is of what I call like a restaurant night or an industry night. We get a lot of folks from bars It's a great place to just bring like all your employees or your friends from work and meet other people there too. It's
Okay.
a super good networking.
Kids.
It's not meant to be a networking event, but it turns out to be
yeah,
every,
yeah.
like every week I'm meeting like 20 people there. It's like amazing. It's so much fun.
It is outdoors too.
It's outdoors.
And it's outdoors.
Yep.
Kids, dogs, okay? Or,
Everything. Everybody's welcome.
Everything's
Yeah. Everybody's welcome.
Love that. Okay. And then you mentioned the other night you have karaoke every Thursday.
Thursday,
And what are
karaoke.
the hours for that?
So karaoke starts at 8.
Okay.
Dinner goes till 9 o'clock, and then we do a later night till 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But karaoke starts at 8. If you want to get in, get there a little bit early. The queue usually opens up around 7:45, and it's full.
Sounds like a
It fills up fast. So
Okay. All right. This is amazing. Thank you.
we've been doing secret kind of pop-up karaoke's on some Wednesday
You
nights
have
too.
secret stuff? How can we find out about your secret stuff?
Yeah.
Check,
Thursday.
Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram's big.
Yeah.
Also check Explore Holyoke.
Explore Holyoke,
Explore
too.
Holyoke is a good resource for finding things that are going on.
I think we're all learning something here. You guys are Holyoke experts, which then I'll lead in and we'll end with pickleball because it's National Pickleball Day. But Bill Alatalo
Yes.
is my favorite personal web designer amazingness. And and we also have Antonio Costa, who can't be here, who's your other partner at work, who's also fabulous and just kind of giggles in the corner when I walk in, kind of at 100 miles an hour. So and you so I have some things that we already touched on, which was like how many local businesses you work with. Do you want to mention anything else?
Yeah, well, one of the big ones is Explore Holyoke. We have a contract with the city, and we've been managing that for 3 years. We built that website over COVID.
Okay.
And we kind of let the city perk with it for a year, and then they invited us back with a contract. And that's probably been our favorite thing to work on, local business. We get a lot of local stuff. We also work like internationally too, but the Explore Holyoke website really is like an opportunity where we're like meeting people and working with people that are right in our community. And the best part about it is we get to promote who we want, and how we do it is very simple. You know, people that are hungry and want to come to us and want help, we're ready. We're right there for them. So.
And I can attest to that.
Yeah, and
because
then and all the local businesses we work with are great.
Do you want to shoot off some names? Because you work with a lot of local businesses.
I would say to check out our website.
Okay.
Yeah, check out our website,
yeah.
cdeVision.com.
Please do.
The website has a lot of good information on there, clients we work with. But we work from the small businesses to large corporations and everything in between. So.
And Bill and his company is, I can't say enough for someone who is not techie, would have a dial-up phone with a cord if I could, and no cell phone if I could. And you always took care of me.
Yeah,
and you still
we
do.
try to stay ahead of the curve with things.
But you also teach people how to do their
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Or you
and
try.
we make it very easy. We have, when WordPress came out with their new block editor this year, we were like, okay, this is pretty good. And then we took that and made our own block editor. And we've been having such good luck with it. Like we rolled it out in January. And just this past week, we launched another local client, the Food Bank of Western Mass.
That's huge.
And they were able to fill in an entire site. The site is huge in the last month, and they just went live and got some rave reviews from that. But the new way of editing, you're just seeing exactly what you're editing. It's super easy. We're able to publish websites like a lot quicker. Instead of relying on content at the end. Everything by the end of the project is in the website. We have a good workflow.
You do.
Yeah, when we make it comfortable, that's the big thing. We want everybody to be comfortable. We want to teach people how to fish instead of fish for them. So we want people to be editing these websites and often.
And leading into that, you are moving from Race Street. You have a big move.
Yeah,
What's
actually,
going
I'm
on?
moving down to the other end of Race Street.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
You are moving from Race Street to Race Street.
Yeah, so
okay.
we're right now like on the border of those two districts. We're on the border of the Puerto Rican Cultural District
Okay.
and the Arts and Innovation District. But we're moving to a storefront spot that is right near Pulp Gallery, which is an awesome art gallery.
Cool.
And that building is right next door to the old Gateway City Arts, which is now Lighthouse, which is a school.
Okay.
And they also have a music venue, De La Luz. And Comfort Bagels moving there August 22nd.
This is
So like we're
huge.
moving more to like a little smaller neighborhood, and after 20 years of running this business, we have our first storefront spot. So we're really excited,
Bravo.
and yeah, we're excited to move in September. So
Oh, congratulations.
thanks.
Okay, in September. And I thought I'd throw a fun fact at you because this just was just kind of looking at internet stuff, and I was wondering if anybody knows when the first website was developed.
1998.
It was actually August 6th, 1991.
Whoa.
I know. And this is interesting. It was a British computer scientist, Tim Berners-Lee. Again, these are quick Google searches. I didn't go deep diving. But it was
I didn't even know this.
Yes, he did. Well, I thought it was quite interesting because when you think of the internet, you're like, either you think it happened in the 60s, right? And you're picturing these computers that take up this whole room, or you're thinking it happened like 5 years ago. You're either, your brain goes one or the other.
Stuff is moving so fast right now.
Super fast. So,
Like,
so 91.
yeah, that seems like a long time ago.
And what I thought was interesting was that it was about the World Wide Web project is what he called it. And he, as far as I read, is he did like HTML, he did everything, and then something to do with Steve Jobs. But here's the fun part. Well, one, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth, which was kind of cool. So he is Sir. But what's neat is that not neat for him. I'm so sorry, Mr. Tim. He did not patent his invention. He wanted everyone to have access. So he is not a billionaire. He is, they said something like 10 million to 50 million or something is what his worth is, which is still extensive for his knowledge. But the fact that he brought the World Wide Web on August 6, 1991, and
Yeah, that's
here
wild.
you are talking about creating, and making accessibility for people, for food bank stuff, for restaurants, for real estate, for anything and everything you could possibly think about, and such wholesome activities, and then celebrating Holyoke. I
Yeah.
just think I just thought that was really cool.
No, it is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a computer back then.
Well, if you did, it
I
had
had a
been
typewriter.
green.
I had a typewriter, I think.
My dad had an Apple.
I
and
think I had a typewriter back then in college.
I think they're worth a fortune now, like the old
Oh yeah,
computers.
they're fun. You can put fish in them or something, make a fish tank out of them or something.
Oh, neato. I used to, I don't know. I liked playing with the spray paint one. Anyways, okay, so may I ask if you have anything else to mention?
One thing that we have
do.
been working a lot with right now is we've been up on the curve of everything. The new WordPress. We ended up developing our own after that. We have been very welcoming to AI technology.
Okay.
And what AI has really broken through a lot for us is it's almost like having a separate project manager at times. I've been using it for about 2.5 years, and now it develops so fast that we're able to offer bigger things at a lower price right now, such as search engine optimization. You'll see a lot on your phone when you're Googling something, it gives you AI results. So now we're using Chatbot GT, and we're using it to do SEO. And it is a little complicated, but we have the process down right now, and we're having some amazing results from it. And we're very happy with it, and it saves us from contractors and the old days of paying thousands of dollars to someone who had this knowledge. We've always had a little bit of this knowledge, but now we've been able to really increase our knowledge with this SEO with AI. We're using it as a learning tool for ourselves and passing it on to our clients. So it's just been great. Everyone's scared of it, and we decided to grasp it and use it while we could.
I was just, a quick mention of that is that, and I ask everyone this, including even my doctor who asked if they could use AI when I was talking, is that, professionally, pro AI, personally,
I'm not really worried about people using
Just
it
total curiosity.
against me.
No, I don't mean it
I
like
do
that.
I like it both ways. I
You
like
do?
it. I like
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm not sure about the regulations on it now. I do feel like it needs some regulation.
Okay, that's
We've all seen Terminator 2. But
and if you haven't, you
yeah,
should.
like we all seen Terminator 2, so like I don't like deregulating it. I'm not sure. I would say one piece of advice to anyone who's interested in AI: the common mistake is you can just turn on Chatbot GT and write your term paper.
This is where
There's
I was asking the personal question.
The operator part is the essential piece.
Okay.
So I see jobs developing later on down the line that are not really getting taken away. They're new jobs. And you always see that right now content creation is one of the biggest job markets in the world right now. So I see that continuing to grow with the help of AI. But I also see AI as being like an operator of it. And when I say an operator, if you remember I'm old enough now to remember like the black and white TVs, and then you used to just see these commercials of people plugging in the phone operator, like, hello, connect me to the, and then they do this little switchboard, but that was a real operator. And I feel like that's what it takes to make AI work. It's not always right, it's sometimes wrong, but if you're a good editor, a project manager, an operator, you can be successful with it.
So like all things, when it's used correctly, moderation, respectfully, then it can be a great tool, and obviously it can go sideways. And
we use it for like everything at work now, and we even looks for jobs for us now.
Cool.
Like we're big on like our market. One of our markets we love working with is nonprofits.
I noticed that.
That's a huge piece of us, even though it's not like all of it. But we look up like RFPs all the time with it, and they're just automatically giving us jobs to like apply to. It's kind of like we're really using it to its advantage right now.
Okay.
Like next year, you might want to have me in and see what happens. But
okay, I will ask you.
It has changed in the last year. It's changed so much.
And you have kids, so I'll ask you that question again.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to this subject because it is a curious one, and I've listened to a lot of different podcasts and information on it.
There's some fear over it, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's sometimes a conspiracy theory.
Well, there's also fear over park rangers in our country, right? Like whoever thought that they would be like,
They're not scary.
Yeah, no, but it's like, but like whoever thought that park rangers would be behind something, they're like essential people. So it's like every. Everything has a story to it. And
my daughter went to school with kids that thought birds were made from the government. I don't know. Like everybody can come up with something crazy.
Birds aren't real.
That's see, there we go. Birds aren't real. So,
Learn something new.
Give us something new. Like But when what I was referring to is, but I appreciate like that. I would love to have you back and talk about that, and I think it's a subject that anyone could talk about because it's exploratory, right? And it's interesting, and it has to do with if you have children or they're starting to use it for uses such as you were saying, like term papers, or even things that I've read about, which I found really fascinating, is like families using it so that their kid maybe their kid isn't as socially, and using that as their friend, or even people falling in love with these. I think it was the movie Her. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. So, anyways, interesting topic in that we'll
there is bad uses of it.
Yeah,
but,
like anything, moderation,
else,
utilize it the way it's supposed to be used, and then we're all good. And then
we're not deep faking clients with that.
I didn't accuse you of deep faking. I'm just saying,
I know. I'm just saying.
Sometimes on a professional level, we really respect something, and on a personal level, we might not want to do it that way. But you try to believe in everything you do.
I think it's fun. I love learning, and it's just a really curious tool.
It is a curious tool.
Yeah, it's a really curious tool if you're a learner and you're creative.
Thanks, Bill.
Oh, anytime.
Do you want to talk about pickleball too? It's National.
No, I'm not talking about pickleball.
Okay, it's National Pickleball Day. Excuse me.
I want to know the pickleball AI tie-in.
Yes, that's what I'm curious about too. And I want to introduce Mike Brezsnyak. You're from Friends of Northampton Pickleball. Which I just am going to cut basically what it said, which is it promotes pickleball social connections. You're nonprofit.
That's
which
right.
is phenomenal. July 28th, you just had a huge launch party at Ellerbrook Fields.
That's
please
right. So
lead in, yeah.
Yeah,
And you have a
so-
fabulous shirt on.
Thanks. Yeah, with the got
Tiki
the
theme
logo.
plus
you know.
logo. Like, I'm just feeling this. Thanks
Thanks.
for dressing up, Bill. You did a really,
That's a very nice shirt.
A cdeVision shirt.
yeah, it was really, really good.
So we just opened. Northampton Pickleball had kind of been at Look Park for a while. They have some old tennis courts there that they had put pickleball lines on, and there was a growing community there. And a couple of years ago, the city did a feasibility study. There were enough people who had asked about it over the years that the city said, "All right, let's take a look at this." And kind of like we were saying earlier, it was during the pandemic. People were looking for ways to get outside. They're looking for ways to like stay social, that kind of thing. And Friends of Northampton Pickleball came into the picture as the kind of the public fundraising piece that was going to match Community Preservation Act grant funds. So the CPA gave a bunch of money toward this project. Friends of Northampton Pickleball raised about $50,000 last year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was in a couple of months. It really happened super quickly once it got off the ground. And so just a week and a half ago, we opened our brand new courts. They're on Burt's Pit Road in Northampton, right across from the community gardens and the dog park
That's
and all
an awesome
that.
area.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It's turning into like a little recreation area because you've got soccer, lacrosse, softball. Folks walk their
dog park,
dogs
yeah.
there. Yeah, there's a 5K thing all summer on Tuesday nights.
We have
More
Monday,
events.
we have Monday, we have Tuesday, we have Thursday.
Secret Wednesdays.
And Secret
Wednesdays.
I have a question for you. So I was reading, and again, I love these fun facts, and I have a question. Has everybody here played pickleball?
I've just recently played it.
It's
yes.
really
It's
fun.
It's
It's
fun.
really fun. And I also read some health benefits about it, which are pretty obvious, but which I thought was interesting, is like balance was one of them that I thought was really interesting, because it really is for every age. I've seen people in wheelchairs playing, which I think is phenomenal. Kids, little kids, adult kids. My daughter's in college, she plays, things like that. Just fun fact that it was invented in 1965 in Bainbridge Island. You probably know all of this, near Seattle. And in 2022, it was declared the state sport of Washington, because that's where it was from.
Yeah.
And here's my question for you, because I always thought it was named after the dog Pickles, but is it named after the founder's dog Pickles, who was chasing the ball, or is it named after Pickle Boat in rowing, where rowers are chosen from the leftovers of other boats? What do you believe?
What I have heard is that the game was named for the pickle boat, and the dog was named for the game. So there was a dog Pickles that one of the creators had.
Yeah.
And they named it Pickles because it already had caught on.
Yeah.
And the way that I've heard the story is that the sort of the origin of the whole thing was that it was a big, Bainbridge Island was a big sailing community, and so there would be these long periods of time where they were waiting for like races to finish and this kind of thing, and the kids would get bored. And there was this one day where the parents just said, well, just get outside, and they, find something to do. And they found a wiffle ball and ping pong paddles and got on the badminton court and started playing this game. And then the parents didn't see the kids like the rest of the day. They're like, what are they doing? And then like every day the kids are out playing this, and the parents started playing it, and it took off. So that idea of the pickle boat is like made up of the folks who don't have like another boat. It's sort of the mixed up team, and pickleball is this game that has all these mixed up. You're doing ping pong, tennis, badminton, wiffle ball. All of it
makes me want to miniaturize every sport, so I get out and play it.
It's kind of like mini tennis or giant
It
ping
feels like
pong.
mini tennis. It just has different rules than mini tennis.
A little bit different. Yeah.
So is there any upcoming events that you want to talk about? I love that you're a nonprofit. I love that you're in Northampton, but I live in Southampton. My business is in Southampton, and I have played pickleball there, and it's a very active community there. So I feel like, I don't know about Holyoke.
It's in South Hadley, it is. I don't know if Holyoke has
South
one.
Hadley is booming. They have 4 dedicated courts, and they're building 4 more. They're already doing their first expansion down there.
Some indoor
That's where I
courts
live.
coming.
That's
Holyoke is getting an indoor place, I think, at the Holyoke Mall.
They are. It's
Awesome.
big.
Is what I
It's big.
hear,
That's true.
yes.
I forgot about that.
One just opened in Springfield, one opened in Westfield.
Yep.
There's one opening this fall in Hatfield. So there's a lot of indoor options right now.
This is so cool.
But in terms of events that we do, we've got open plays. We have a whole calendar of that stuff you can find on our Facebook page, Friends of Northampton Pickleball. We've got links to all of that. But for new players, there are a lot of folks who, they're just hearing that it's coming to town or coming to the area.
Even though it's 1965, it's been.
We're
just figuring it out.
It really has taken off.
I thought it was super new.
I did too. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, very few people played it more than, if I meet someone who's played longer than 5 years, they're like old school
They're unicorns.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
So we have a new player, try pickleball events, Mondays at 6, Thursdays at 3. We have a couple of courts reserved just for new players to try that out. Lots of drop-in times during the week for what we call open play, and it's kind of this mix-up of all ability levels, all age levels. I was there on Tuesday. There was a 9-year-old kid there. One of my favorite partners is 87 years young.
Wow.
We had someone in a wheelchair. We had someone who was deaf that day, and it's a really open, really inclusive community, and people are they're looking to connect, and a lot of the little differences don't seem as big as much when you just get out there and have fun, and you're getting exercise, you're having fun, you're meeting people.
I think without intentionally doing it, there was a theme to today, which was that inclusivity and community and our little happy valley and all the things that you just mentioned, that it doesn't matter. None of it matters. Your political views, your this view, if you're a dog person or you're a kid, it doesn't matter. It's, everybody's getting out, they're enjoying, they're eating, they're playing, they're, doing sports, they're talking, they're off their phones, right? Like people are off. You can't be on your phone dancing. You can't be on your phone playing pickleball.
Yeah.
You can be on your phone if
Looking
you're
at
doing
a website. You can be looking at a website.
AI,
But I love this inclusivity, and I love the fact that the connection between Northampton and Holyoke and how things are really spreading, and I feel that unless anybody has anything to say, I think this is a really great precursor into maybe having you guys all back again, and we can talk more about where things are going progressively in a positive direction, which we hear far too much negativity. And this podcast made me really happy and feel really good about our space and what you all are doing with your time and your business and your free time, and also just your hobbies, and including people and family and kids and adults and everybody. And thank you. I think it was very heartwarming. And it's not the baby
How many courts
drink.
do you guys have?
It's 6.
6 courts? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And
Thanks for having us.
Mike
Yeah, thank you.
Brezsnyak. So, Friends of Northampton Pickleball. We have Fame Restaurant, who is super famous because of his famous garden in San Francisco. Dave Blood, and please stop in and see him. He has special secret nights. And Bill Alatalo from cdeVision, who's moving from Race Street to Race Street. So, and I'm Crystal Crane. I can't even say my own name. Crystal Kane, the broker of Happy Valley Realty Group, and also the host of this fun little podcast, Let's Put the Happy Back an Hour, which I think we just did, and I feel really good about what's going on in our little community. So thank you all for being here, and cheers to you all, and happy Friday. And happy Pickleball Day!
Yeah.
Thank you.